I liked hearing the passion vocal songs he did, especially Hallelujah. It reminds me of seeing Shrek. There were two different versions in that movie. And as for my outfit, well, if it's a case of me always looking fine, it's because this is the same outfit I wear at the bank. Even though I don't have contact with the public, I still want to look presentable. All right, I guess that means if I've already talked about being a bank employee, I should start off with tales from the bank, like tales from the crypt. Usually I don't start off with the bank stories, but why not change it up a little? All right, three things in particular. The first one was finding out that I'll be at my location a little longer, and I don't mind that. I have to wait a little longer to move downtown with the rest of my colleagues because, well, I'm pretty much a recluse at home and recluse at work. It works for me. It's a little easier to get my work done when I don't have to do all that small talk in Cube land. But it was fun to hear what a senior leader said in the email thread that was sent reply to all. He said, yeah, we'll squat here a little longer as long as they don't turn the building into a Starbucks. And I had to respond to that. You know why? Because I wanted to let them know that there is a Starbucks across the road from the bank. So if you want to go to Starbucks, yeah, you can go to one. And if they already have one there, I don't think that they want our building. Call me crazy. Yeah, it was some type of oil company or a gas station before Starbucks moved in. They just leveled it and then put up the coffee shop. All right. And then the second one. Sometimes people can be a little demanding and then realize it a little late with the special requests that they have for me. That can happen especially with the checks that they want overnight by UPS, or there's one file that's return to business line. I like that, where it's like 30 checks a day, but I just do one overnight label back to Wisconsin. And lately there's been a few times where they want me to pull it out, but put one check out and then send it right to the recipient. It's like, all right, and then they give me the labels so then I don't have to create one. Well, with this one, since I didn't respond right away, he was asking me how it was going with that. It's like, I'm still working on overnight labels, dude. And then he said, sorry, don't mean to be a bother. And then I felt like saying, then don't be! But I know better than to say that because I want to keep my job. It's a pretty sweet gig printing checks all day. All right, that's story number 2. Story number 3. I know that every so often I would get an email that was to the whole team where my boss would say, I'm working from home today because I have gout. And it's like, all right, well, that meant nothing to me for a long time because it was just an email. Well, he's been doing one day a week in the check shop with me until I moved downtown. And this time I actually got to witness it because it's like, you're walking with a limp, boss. And then he finally said, yeah, it's because of gout. And then I said, well, my college roommate said he had that, and he felt like cutting off his toe because it was so painful. And it's like, well, I guess I'm thankful I don't have that, because I think at one point he would go to the hospital for that, but I guess not so much anymore if he's just toughing it out. No, don't envy him there, or my college roommate. All right. Well, I've even written poetry about my nightly walks at the Loft Literary Center where I'm a member, and I still do them. It's nice to get out there and maintain weight, and I like how there's usually nobody out there when I do the walks. That's time to walk. Although I still see weird things from time to time, not just weirdos. This week, it was 2 things in particular. One of them seemed to make a little more sense than the other. One night, I saw a Nerf football. Nothing unusual there. I picked it up, and then I threw it into a kid's playground near me. I figured, well, some kid will probably like having it. The other one was, hard to explain, no doubt. A pallet jack. Yeah, I'm not aware of us being anywhere near a warehouse on where I'm doing my walking. I mean, I use pallet jacks all the time with the work I've done over the years. I mean, with records management and such, and it's like, it was just out by housing. It just didn't make any sense at all. I've seen trash before, but this is ridiculous. Eventually, it got moved, claimed, I'm sure, but there's got to be a good story about how it just ended up there. It wasn't even near dumpsters or anything like that either. Thankfully, it didn't end up in the street because it was pretty close to that. So there was that. Sometimes weekends are busy and sometimes they're not. Saturday there wasn't that much to do, so I didn't mind just laying down and sleeping more in the afternoon than I normally do. I put on college football for background noise, and that was pretty much it. But Sunday I had 3 events, and that included my first booyah of the year. Yeah, it was confusing to me when I first heard that, because I was saying, booyah! Then I thought, no, it's thick vegetable beef soup that they love in St. Paul. So I went to one of those, and it's like, yeah, it's pretty good, but I'm not going to get it in volume like other people do. 1 cup for $5, that's good enough for me. I don't know why people get it in volume. I guess more than one person is going to eat all of that. That's why I don't get it in volume. I would have to eat it by myself. And then I went to the cinema. I like going to the Try-On, which shows classics, and I saw one called Seconds because I recognized the actors that starred in it. John Randolph played the dad in Christmas Vacation, and then Rock Hudson, who got name-checked in a Grease song. It was a weird movie about changing identities, I'll give you that. Oh, and the other notable thing of the day, massage therapy. Yeah, sometimes I've done that. And I'll have to admit, I like it better than my other therapist, who wants me to talk a lot. What I like about massage therapy is you don't have to talk that much, and I feel way better than the one where you have to talk. But sadly, they end up doing the same thing. They say, we want to see you more. And it's like, yeah, I can't afford to see you once a month. It'll have to be a lot less often than that. Well, that'll do it for me, Paintball and Great.